say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
States, that was Skylar Cole with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Bol. Mikal Bridges is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Edey, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Jarrett Allen out there with John Collins. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Halliburton, and it's DiVincenzo in at the two-guard spot. And the focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good. But let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Bridges against DiVincenzo. 4-3. And it's Chicago with a board. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Bridges misses. Boston on offense, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Pass to Edey. Now here's Bridges, defended by Halliburton. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Butler can't get it to go. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Halliburton for three. Nails it from three.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Halliburton finds Allen. The three is up. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, so often we're talking about Jarrett Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Boston now. Chicago making their last shot, and it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. And he's going for the lob, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jarrett Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And check it out, the rookie leaders in steals over the last month. Second is Zach Edey.
And simply put, over the last month, he's been fantastic. Active hands leading to a lot of steals.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 16. No good off the glass.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
For a guy his size, Giannis handles the rock very well, which makes him a nightmare for defenses.
Butler finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Allen. Halliburton on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. And it's Chicago with a board.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here's Bull. And here's Bridges. DiVincenzo covering. For 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bridges. Second chance effort. Here's Edey. Goes up with it again. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Malik Monk's checked in for Boston. And the Bulls also making a change. Hunter's checked in for Bull. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, B.A., you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Hunter against Antetokounmpo. Bridges passes to Butler. Hunter on the wing. Monk against Bridges. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
Now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for John Collins. Butler hits them both. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Here's Edey, following the bucket by Boston. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's Hunter. 9 points in his last outing. A minute 29 left in the first quarter. Pass to Edie. Bridges against Monk. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Hauled in by Paul.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Halliburton, the pass to Allen. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Pass to Edie. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Buries it from 3. 11 points in the game.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Up top, Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Tice is checked in for Boston. Hachimura comes in for Antetokounmpo. Rose is checked in for Chicago. Hachimura from long range. He's off on that one. Chicago leading. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges misses.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now Halliburton. The 3. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Celtics out in front, up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for Chicago, Butler out there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Hachimura missing. And it's Butler with the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Butler goes for it inside.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Paul for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Butler. Caruso grabs the board. Boston leading by 3. Pass to Hachimura. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Back to Caruso. Hachimura sets a screen. Oh, there's the alley! Butler with the ball. Hachimura covering. Lets it go from 11. Butler can't get that one to fall. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Paul. Pass to Hachimura. Collins outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Curry. It's tipped. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And how about we check the numbers for Jimmy Butler?
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Boston making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Bulls checked in. Rose against Paul. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Hachimura against Butler. And Collins with the big block.
Yeah, that's just John Collins erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Rose outside. Butler on the wing. Can they get it? Boston pulls it in.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
To the middle. Collins drawing the double team. Out to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Collins with a screen on Curry. Lets the three fly. Hunter with the rebound. Bulls trail by 8. From the line. And that's good for 2. Rose has got his first points of the game.
Well, this guy is such a strong decision maker. Derrick Rose with the mid-range jumper. Yes, that's in my bag as well.
Paul passes to Monk. Paul against Rose. Collins with a screen on Rose. Here's a 3 from Paul. Cole grabs the board. Cole's got 4 rebounds now. Butler finds Rose. Pass to Bull. Down low. Here's Hunter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Boston with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Hachimura. Caruso comes in for Monk. And Halliburton is subbed in for Chris Paul. Boston leading by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Caruso outside. Halliburton looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Bridges. And the layup is good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Boston lead.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Dante DiVincenzo. At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Bridges. Out to Rose. 4 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Boston pulls it in. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Halliburton, the pass to Hachimura. Halliburton, a screen on Bull. Bowl against Hachimura. Antetokounmpo outside. That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Batadze. 1:49 left in the first half of this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Line for 2, Rui Hachimura.
Shoot 2.
Throw good. Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Allen, he's checked in for Boston. Edey's checked in for Chicago. Butler comes in for Rose. And that's good as he hits both shots.
The skill set of Rui Hachimura is enticing, guys. A big man who can stretch the floor with his shooting, obviously of huge value in the modern game.
Pass to Bridges. Giannis with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
DiVincenzo against Bridges. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Butler. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Collins, he's checked in for Hachimura. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Pass to Edey. Buries it down low. Edey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Back to Halliburton. And here's Allen. Collins right side. Pass to Halliburton. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Butler outside. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Celtics leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Taking a look here at Chicago, sitting in first place, they've taken care of business. With the playoffs fast approaching, they're where they need to be.
And we'll see how that home court advantage translates down the stretch. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Halliburton has got the ball here for the Celtics. 3-point lead. Halliburton is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Collins in at the 4. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Allen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, this highlights the agility of Jared Allen. So decisive, so quick in the pick and roll.
Pass to Edey. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Halliburton on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. DiVincenzo covering. And there's a 3-second violation. Let's take a look at the seeding for the Eastern Conference with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. You look at Chicago. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at number 1 as the postseason approaches. And, of course, there's Boston. They're just 1 rung below them.
You know, for the Celtics, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he drops the first. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
So both free throws good from Allen.
Jared Allen knows who he is, guys. Rim runner, rim protector, and excellent rebounder.
Outside Butler. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Celtics lead by 5. Antetokounmpo, the pass.
Oh! With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
Pass to Edey. Three-pointer, Bridges. Sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Antetokounmpo outside. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. With this break, let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Bridges finds Bull. Outside Butler. There's the triple. Collins with the rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Antetokounmpo, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Collins with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton, the pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Bull. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Here's Edey. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Antetokounmpo outside. Shot left block. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside Bull. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying!
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game. And again, it's Chicago.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Collins outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Allen with a screen on Butler to the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That free throw good from Allen.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Edey. Now here's Hunter. Boston pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Oh, the soft teardrop, Giannis.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Bridges outside. A minute 31 left to play in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock to end the run. They grab their own miss. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Collins finds Halliburton. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Bridges against Monk. From 8 feet away. Bridges misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's Monk, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. Outside Hunter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Down low. Here's Edey. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Halliburton with the ball. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Boston Celtics. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
It's not going to be easy. We got to stay with it when it's not going well. We're all right. Come on, a lot of time. A lot of time. Keep battling.
And Billy Donovan recognizing it's a long game and his team can come back.
They absolutely can. But it starts with getting stops and their defense translating into great offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Bulls, DeAndre Hunter is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Bataze in at the center position, locking down the middle.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. He's off on the second.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
DiVincenzo against Bull. The three. Rose grabs the board.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Bull with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Rose can't connect.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Hachimura, the pass to Monk. Now Halliburton. Hachimura outside. Back to Halliburton. Over Bridges. Chicago with a rebound. Tries to break his ice. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with a rebound. Celtics lead by 14. Pass to Monk. Hachimura with a screen on Hunter. Back to Hachimura. And that one is hammered home.
This young man has got some big-time athleticism. Hachimura getting off the floor and finishing with no doubt.
Batate, the pass to Rose. With some arc. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Derrick Rose. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Rose.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Halliburton. Tice, a screen on Bridges. Halliburton for three. Bull grabs the board. Bull's got rebound number 7 tonight. Halliburton against Rose. Bull, a screen on Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Rose can't connect. Celtics lead by 14. Outside Monk. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Counted from distance.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jared Allen comes in for Tice, and it's Caruso in for Monk. And a change for the Bulls. Edey's checked in for Batase. And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 17-point game. Bull against Hachimura. Left side Hunter. It's stolen by Halliburton. DiVincenzo, pass to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Now Bridges, defended by Halliburton. Bridges misses.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
DiVincenzo against Rose. Inside. Here's Edey. Shoots over Allen. Bol finds Bridges. Looking to end the run. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And the basket by Bridges.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. This percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy, and it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Celtics lead by 21. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bol. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
Watch your head, Jimmy Butler in the house.
Celtics lead by 21. Halliburton finds Allen. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The finish! And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Well, when he's dialed in like this, Collins can be a serious difference maker on offense. Hopefully he can keep it up.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 21. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Tice is checked in for Jared Allen. Hachimura comes in for John Collins. Malik Monk's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Paul in for DiVincenzo. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Batase. Curry with it. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
What I love about Kyle Anderson is he uses his size and length to his advantage, and he has to because he's not the most athletic guy.
Caruso, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Hunter's checked in for Chicago. And he makes the first but misses the second. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Shooting for Chicago, Goga Batadze at the line for one.
And 1:01 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Tice outside. Down low. Here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Rose, the pass to Hunter. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Rose against Paul. Over Rose, and it's Boston scoring again.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Rose. They get the rebound. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Giannis, you said these games start to matter more as you come down the stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
Just coming out here, try to play good basketball, try to play together, and try to get better. You know, we just try to get in that playoff shape and just get better.
Championship always on your mind. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.